Hey, when was the last time you discovered something new in the world beneath your feet and above your head? Today, I'm going to show you that the ocean is not just water and sand. It turns out that in its depths, there are creatures that can shock even the most experienced researchers. Forget everything you thought you knew about cute little fish. These ocean dwellers would be more suited for a sci-fi movie, or even better, a horror film. In this video you will see the strangest underwater collection that is hard to imagine. Are you ready to be amazed? This is going to be an incredible journey that will make you see the ocean in a whole new light. Deep-sea glass squid. This small member of the glass squid family has bulging eyes that express alarm, and its long tail is actually a bunch of tentacles. The squid folds its tentacles and raises them above its head to make itself less visible to potential predators. Its transparent body allows light to pass through it. These unusual creatures were discovered in Monterey Bay, California, USA, at depths of over 984 feet. You can't really call this squid the most disgusting among deep-sea dwellers. It might seem like a pretty cute little sea creature, unless you consider the fact that all its internal organs are visible from the outside. Sea spider. There are about 1,000 species of sea spiders living in the depths of the oceans at various levels. Even though this creature doesn't pose a serious threat to humans, its 4 pairs of long legs create quite an impressive sight, especially considering its relatively small body size. Fortunately, the chances of running into one in real life are extremely low. Longhorn Sculpin. These 7-inch deep-sea fish, despite their intimidating appearance, are not dangerous to humans. They live close to the ocean floor at depths of up to 3 miles, which explains their coal-black coloring. The young ones, on the other hand, have a lighter color. They live close to the ocean floor at depths of up to 3 miles, which explains their coal-black coloring. The young ones, on the other hand, have a lighter color. The diet of saber-toothed fish mainly consists of small fish, squid, or crustaceans. Their appearance could only really scare a squid with sharp eyesight, since it's always dark on the ocean floor. Pink sea cucumber. The pink sea cucumber feeds on plankton and tiny organisms. It can swim up to 1,000 yards. It sits motionless on the bottom, feeding on everything that is nearby plankton and other small organisms, capturing food with its tentacles and sending it into its mouth. When food supplies run low, this sea cucumber can lift off the bottom and swim a whole distance of up to 1,000 yards until it finds richer feeding grounds. Typically, pink cucumbers measure about 2.5 inches, although some specimens can grow up to 10 inches. The appearance of this creature causes strong disgust in many people, for which it was given the nickname headless chicken fish. Flatnose Shark. This 2-meter deep-sea shark spends most of its life in the gloomy waters, deep beneath the ocean's surface, where it hunts for squid and small fish. Because of its secretive nature, scientists have learned very little about it, but some facts have come to light. The flatnose shark is considered a relic species, and its flexibility resembles that of a snake, just like its method of consuming prey. Because of its secretive nature, scientists have learned very little about it, but some facts have come to light. The frilled shark is considered a relic species, and its flexibility resembles that of a snake, just like its method of consuming prey. It opens its mouth and attracts the attention of squids with the shine of its teeth. When an unsuspecting victim gets close, their fate is sealed. It opens its mouth and attracts the attention of squids with the shine of its teeth. When an unsuspecting victim approaches, their fate is sealed. Due to the peculiarities of the structure of the teeth, it is impossible to get back out of the shark's mouth. It's best to avoid encounters with such a creature. Smoke shark. It grows over 9 feet long, using its snout to detect signals for navigation. Like the frilled shark, the smoke shark is rarely seen, which is a real blessing for everyone except scientists. This monster exceeds 9 feet in length, and its elongated snout helps it pick up electromagnetic signals, making it easier to navigate in the dark. Deep sea stinging jellyfish. Regular jellyfish can be pretty off-putting on their own. A random encounter with them can lead to serious burns. But what happens if you come across the transparent deep-sea jellyfish Halitreps masi, found in the Pacific Ocean near the shores of Mexico, at a depth of 1 mile? Accidental contact with them can cause serious burns. But what happens if you come across the transparent deep-sea jellyfish Halitreps masi, found in the Pacific Ocean near the shores of Mexico, at a depth of 1 mile? The body of this jellyfish reaches more than 1 foot 6 inches in diameter, and the number of its thin tentacles is in the dozens, or more precisely, according to scientists, there are about 70 of them. Fortunately, this large and potentially deadly jellyfish never rises to the surface. The northern deep-sea anglerfish, known as the sea devil, is really hard to call anything else. This 4-foot fish, resembling a bloated balloon with several rows of large, sharp teeth, lures its prey with the light emitted from a unique fishing rod located on its head. There's something truly bizarre about this creature. This 4-foot fish, resembling a bloated balloon with several rows of large, sharp teeth, lures its prey with the light emitted from a unique fishing rod located on its head. There's some kind of anomaly in this whole creature. The large female looks very different from her tiny partner. The males range in length from 2 feet 3 inches to 5 feet 9 inches. They circle around the females until they find the one, then attach themselves, losing all their organs in the process, including their eyes and brain. In exchange for such a sacrifice, they receive nourishment from their chosen mate, slowly turning into an organ that serves solely for reproduction. These fish seem like they were made for a horror movie. Blobfish. The teardrop goby, which has a jelly-like teardrop shape and a permanently disgruntled expression on its face, has been unanimously voted the ugliest animal in existence, which in itself is quite telling. Their strange gelatinous bodies allow them to withstand the enormous pressures on the ocean floor where these gobies slowly move in search of food. Although this creature is still not well studied, the pelagic Megamouth Shark. The Megamouth Shark can grow up to 18 feet 7 inches long and weigh around 2,645 pounds. But despite its size, it is not a predator, but a filter of water. She has a really huge mouth through which she filters krill, providing herself with food. Although it's not as big as the whale shark or the giant shark, its name reflects the presence of a massive yet harmless mouth. Giant squids have the largest eyes in the animal kingdom, measuring up to 10.5 inches in diameter, with a 3.5-inch pupil in the center, making their appearance truly intimidating. They can reach lengths of up to 26 feet. Additionally, these creatures have an incredibly complex nervous system and a highly developed brain. They can reach lengths of up to 26 feet. In addition, these creatures have an incredibly complex nervous system and a highly developed brain. In the ocean, they have only two main enemies, sperm whales and great white sharks. People are trying to study these smart underwater dwellers, but that's only possible if a dead squid gets washed up on the shore by the waves. This unusual sea creature got its nickname Dumbo after the Disney character because of its large ears. The largest recorded Dumbo Octopus measured 5 feet 9 inches long. The most amazing thing about it is the way it moves. The octopus uses its ear-like fins to move around, while also maneuvering with its arms. It feeds on those careless fish that dare to dive to significant depths. Since the Dumbo has no natural enemies, it doesn't need an ink sac for protection. The giant mouth bass. This unusual eel was discovered and captured on camera relatively recently. When it encounters prey, its mouth stretches to such a size that it becomes almost round. This allows the eel to capture more food, compensating for its poor hunting abilities, which are due to its small eyes and living at depths of up to 9,800 cubic meters. Sloan's viperfish. Deep-sea fish, the Sloan's viperfish is equipped with bright photophores on its belly. These lights attract prey and hide the fish from predators. These lights serve to attract prey and to camouflage the fish's silhouette from predators below. The little fish that dares to approach the shimmering light quickly becomes a victim. The viperfish instantly snaps its wide-open mouth shut, and its sharp fangs pierce the unfortunate prey. It's unlikely that any of the bottom-dwelling creatures would want to attack this fish. One look at its fearsome face is enough to scare off any potential threat. Giant Isopod. These bottom-dwelling creatures look a lot like pill bugs, but they're significantly larger, reaching up to 1 foot 6 inches. Like many other deep-sea creatures, giant isopods remain poorly understood by science. However, scientists have managed to find out something about their diet. Scavengers clean the ocean floor, stuffing themselves to the brim and fasting for 5 years. Once they find food, they stuff themselves to the brim, after which they can go without eating for a whole 5 years. Japanese spider crab. The Japanese spider crab, the largest of the marine crabs, has a shell that can be up to 12 inches wide, and its 10 long, flexible legs can reach spans of up to 12.5 feet, including the front claws. This sea spider weighs about 44 pounds, making it a popular catch in the culinary world. The spider crab can't swim. This sea spider weighs approximately 44 pounds, making it a popular culinary target. The spider crab can't swim. Instead, it moves slowly along the bottom on its long legs, collecting settling biological remains. If it loses one or more legs due to a predator attack, it can easily grow new ones to replace them. Giant spiral siphonophore. The longest known siphonophore was discovered off the coast of Western Australia. Watching it swim in the ocean gives the impression of something silvery and writhing, almost like an art installation. Someone might mistake it for sparkling thread. However, it's a living organism, a close relative of the jellyfish that lives in the deep sea. Someone might mistake it for a sparkling thread. However, it is a living organism, a close relative of the jellyfish that lives in the deep sea. There, siphonophores come together in colonies, much like coral reefs. The length of this giant siphonophore means the outer ring reaches 164 feet, larger than a blue whale. Its total length reaches 328 feet. It clones itself, forming a connected clone colony. And the total length of the creature can be up to 328 feet. The most amazing part is that this organism clones itself, forming a colony of clones that act as a single entity and are connected by chains. When hunting, the siphonophore takes on the shape of a spiral galaxy. This unusual creature looks like a ruby jellyfish, but it is not actually a jellyfish at all. The bright red hue helps this floating creature avoid the attention of predators. Bloodbellies and comb jellies, as they're called, live at depths ranging from 1,640 to 9,840 feet in the Pacific and Atlantic Oceans. 9,840 feet in the Pacific and Atlantic Oceans. They move through the water using their shimmering, hair-like cilia, deep-sea blood jellyfish. This unusual creature looks like a ruby jellyfish, but it's actually not a jellyfish at all. The bright red hue helps this floating creature avoid the attention of predators. Bloodbellies and comb jellies, as they're called, live at depths ranging from 1,640 to 9,840 feet in the Pacific and Atlantic Oceans. They move through the water using their shimmering, hair-like cilia, up to 9,840 feet in the Pacific and Atlantic Oceans. They move through the water using their shimmering, hair-like cilia. The ribbonfish, or pelagic ribbonfish, has long transparent fangs and a LED-like light hanging from its chin. It dives during the day to depths of 1,640 to 9,842 feet, surfacing at night to hunt for prey. The size of the fish ranges from 8 to 16 inches. The body of the ribbonfish is snake-like and lacks scales. The size of the fish ranges from 8 to 16 inches. The body of the pelagic ribbonfish is snake-like and lacks scales. Males are only about 2.5 inches long. They passively hang in the water and, upon reaching adulthood, stop feeding and begin to degenerate. Pseudoliparus swirii is one of the deepest living species of vertebrates. It lives at depths of up to 27,000 feet in the Mariana Trench and is likely an endemic species there. It's believed that in its ecosystem, this fish plays the role of a super predator. It lives at depths of up to 27,000 feet in the Mariana Trench and is probably endemic to it. It is believed that this fish plays the role of an apex predator in its ecosystem. The black swallower, which inhabits the tropical and subtropical waters of all oceans, is famous for its ability to swallow prey that is much larger than itself. Its stomach and body walls have a unique elasticity, allowing the fish to hunt large prey with ease. Despite these predatory tendencies, the length of this fish usually doesn't exceed 6 inches. Its stomach and body walls have a unique elasticity, allowing the fish to hunt large prey without difficulty. Despite these predatory tendencies, the length of this fish usually doesn't exceed 6 inches. Pacific lampreys. In the eastern part of the Pacific Ocean, at depths of up to 1,000 yards, live some amazing creatures, lampreys. They are capable of secreting huge amounts of mucus to protect themselves from enemies. Unlike most of their predatory relatives, lampreys feed on the carcasses of animals. You can find these creatures on the bodies of dead marine inhabitants that have sunk to great depths. Lampreys might seem like mere scavengers, but they play a crucial role in the ocean's ecosystem. Their activities prevent the ocean floor from becoming a rotting dump, acting as the sea's sanitation workers. Thanks to their activity, the seabed at great depths does not turn into a rotting dump. You could call lampreys the sanitation workers of the sea. The Bathysaurus is a deep-sea, lizard-headed creature that lives in tropical and subtropical seas at depths ranging from 1,900 to 11,500 feet. 500 to 11.5 pumpkins. Its body length reaches 1.6 to 2.1 feet. The Bathysaurus looks like a smaller version of long-extinct dinosaurs. The Bathysaurus is considered the deepest sea predator, devouring anything that crosses its path. Even the tongue of this creature is covered in teeth. Finding a mate at such depths is tough, but that doesn't stop the Bathysaurus. It is a hermaphrodite, meaning it has both male and female reproductive traits. According to evolutionary theory, all living organisms on Earth originated in the ocean, and then some of them moved onto land. I've only shown you a small part of the unusual inhabitants of the ocean depths. But how many more mysteries are hidden beneath the dark waters of the world's oceans? And now, friends, I want to make you a very interesting offer. You have a unique opportunity to become part of our team. If you have video editing skills, you can voice over videos in Russian, English, and other languages. Or if you write interesting scripts, we'd be happy to work with you. Message our Telegram bot. The link is in the description. That's all for today. Thanks for watching.